Gentlemen, what's happening? Here with Papa A, we're back, and today the topic is small talk skills, because I feel that it is vital to your success, to my success, to everybody's success, to develop the skill of small talk, because it is a skill. Would you agree?
Absolutely.
It's not something that you just wake up and you're like, oh, I'm good at small talk. It is something that needs to be developed and you need to practice. And so I've been doing a little bit of research and realized that a lot of the stuff out there is absolute crap. Take 7. Some of these websites have the most insane recommendations of conversation starters.
Seen us only smaller.
My dad is practicing his small talk skills in the shower at the gym. Anyway, stupid recommendations like, hey, what did you want to be as a child and how has it changed?
Not at all. I wanted to be a child.
Exactly. So it's like, seriously? It's like, this is actually the advice out there? So I thought we could definitely do a better job. My dad and I do some small talk do's and don'ts, also give you some great conversation starters. All right, so some small talk do's. Dad, what does a small talk do?
Eye contact.
Eye contact, exactly. Now, when you meet somebody, when you're engaging them for the first time, look them in the eye. Don't be scoping the scene out. Don't be looking all around, gentlemen. It makes them feel less than important.
What?
Exactly.
I'm sorry.
Which is another one. Listen more than you speak. Stick to upbeat topics.
Hey, how about that Holocaust?
Ask questions.
Be prepared.
Which means that you may have to pre-think some of the conversation starters and things that you're going to talk about prior to actually going to an event.
Hey, nice dress.
Thanks.
I will meet somebody and forget their name the moment after they say it.
Which is probably the most important small talk skill that you can develop. And that is learning a trick to remember names. What I do, I actually try and associate the person's name with somebody I already know. So if I'm meeting you for the first time, what's up? Your name?
Peter.
Peter. Peter. All of a sudden, boom, I think my dad's name is Peter. So when I see this person next time, I think of my dad. The name, I'm better with faces than I am with names. And that's the way that I do it. You?
I am horrible at it. I don't know how to do it. I actually have to keep asking. But the fact of the matter is, I think if you apologize, if that's the case, and say, I'm really sorry.
Yeah, but how many times can you ask without it just being plain rude?
You want to know? I'll tell you.
Twice. All right, so some small talk don'ts. I would not recommend you lead any small talk conversation with anybody talking about the weather.
Absolutely. I mean, if I don't know what the weather is, then...
Everybody knows what the weather is. It's like, oh, it's cold. The person you're talking, oh yeah, it's cold. What are you gonna say? I mean, it's you can do better than that is what I'm saying.
Absolutely.
Thanks.
Don't use gossip as small talk.
The other thing, don't gossip about people in the room, because let me tell you from experience, you never know who you're talking to. It's like you're sitting there and you're like, yo, the host, what a fine piece of ass. And the guy's like, oh yeah, really? That's my wife. Thanks for noticing.
I've done that.
Don't just speak to one person.
Unless there's only one person there.
And then speak to just one person.
I think the other thing you can mention, which is appropriate, is to, if you can, practice paying attention to...
Awesome.
Huh? To, what is it? Nonverbal. It's
body language, gentlemen.
Thank you.
Body language. You need to pay attention to body language, because somebody you communicate with your mouth, but the overwhelming majority of the communication that is being done is with their body language. They may be saying something, but if they're crossed their arms, if they're trying to get away from you, pay attention. Be intelligent when it comes to reading social cues. Where'd you go? So do you want to do some conversation starters, or do you want to wait, save it for another day?
Let me practice.
All right. Gentlemen, we're going to save the conversation starters for another video. I think that's a topic all in itself. But developing your small talk skills is speech. Developing your small talk skills is something that does take practice, it takes work. But once you obtain that skill, it's something that's going to pay off socially, professionally, for the rest of your life.
Sounds good. See ya.
Yeah.
Trying to do something like this.
Uh-huh.
do I need to get something that people need to sign, some kind of disclosure, in case I decide to use it for something?
Usually.
Probably.
Something about the weather. You can turn that around and say, are you a friggin' idiot? Or do you think I'm an idiot? Yeah, I know. No.
If somebody asks you about the weather, you can ask them about their nipples. My God, I can tell it's cold.